Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants versus Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And now look at him go. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 69 yards on the ground. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
11 more yards.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he barely gets it out of the end zone to the 1. What a disaster.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
That's good for a Giants first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
By the Panthers.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
The 17-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Down and 11.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. On first down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They keep it with Barkley on first down and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down.
Jones on the keeper.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The Giants on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now,
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
On the carry.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Darnold's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
At their own 23.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Now they disrupted already for 3 INTs. To throw again on second down. Jones.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
The tackle made.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
3rd and 10.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A first down throw, Darnold to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20-yard line.
Darnold. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And to the air again, Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing again is Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
44-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Complete to Darius Slayton.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Indianapolis Colts who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, that's complete left side to Shepard. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Play action. It's Darnold. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49-yard
gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
12. 1st down, Panthers.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 7. And a Panther 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
31-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Barkley on the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Graham Gano is set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is what...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
At their own 25-yard line.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
First down, Panthers.
Darnold on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. He He was covered by Xavier
The
McKinney.
Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And his kick is right through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. That's Arnold. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
And the Panthers first down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Giants.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Carolina.
Again, Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Darnold's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 29-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On the run, it's Barkley. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's Barkley on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jones on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down.
On the coverage.
Now Jones throwing on fourth down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. A first down carry for Barkley. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mine's 54. Mine's 54. I'm coming after you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
And 8 yards to go.
On third down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Tonight's final score.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon